I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Eliesczhae joins me. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hey,
How's everyone?
I appreciate you coming on. If you would introduce yourself to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Hi. My name's Eliesczhae. I'm a half witch, half vampire VTuber. I do a variety of things. I sing. I make art. I also stream a lot of games, make fun of my friends and the chat. That's basically what I do.
You are living the life.
Yeah, truly.
And really, you do a lot of things. You're very talented. You got a lot of
Oh,
skills to be able
thank
to
you.
bring to everybody, and I'm glad you're able to share it with everyone too. And this is a
Oh,
good
yeah. I
this is
try.
this is a great medium to do that in, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, because of VTubing, it gave me lots more opportunity to, practice my skill set. I have been uh into art since I was a child,
Mm.
but I left it for like 15, 16 years
Mm.
because of one rude teacher who told me I don't have any talent.
Yeah, yeah, I know how that goes. Yeah, I got
Went
an
back to it after 15 to 16 years, and now I'm here,
yeah, and how
still learning.
when you picked it back up again, was it like riding a bike? I mean, did it come natural to you, or did you have to figure out what you were doing all over again?
I'm actually kind of starting from scratch because I'm a traditional artist first and foremost. But, now at the present time, digital art is getting more and more popular and a lot more accessible to everybody. And
Yeah.
it's a medium where it's pretty much plastered all over social media. Even as a VTuber yourself, you'd have to be using a lot of digital assets, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I had to learn from scratch as well because traditional is a totally different world from digital art.
Oh
So
yeah, it
I'm
is.
relearning everything. Like,
Yeah. So when you did get started, you had to start from scratch. You couldn't just put the
yeah,
stencil on the paper and go. You had to you had to
yeah.
you had to figure out where does the icon go? What does this mean?
Yeah, what does this icon here in the Clip Studio Paint go? What does this do? Is this beneficial to me or is it just a decorative button or something?
Yes, and
But
then
yeah,
and trying to save your
art,
stuff.
mm-hmm,
It's different when you can
art,
save your
yeah,
stuff in different ways and you come back to it as opposed to
yeah,
doing a painting and you have one shot.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's totally different. I
yeah,
still tried to do some traditional artwork,
yeah.
and sometimes I would find myself zooming into the paper. I'm like, oh, okay, this is not my tablet. This is not my drawing tablet. It's a paper.
Why isn't the zoom working? You have paint all over your hand. Why isn't it working?
Goodness
we'll just
gracious.
we'll just call that a new style. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, for real.
So singing. How long have you been a singer?
I started pretty young
Mm,
because my entire family is musically inclined. All of
mm,
us can play instruments. All of us can sing.
mm.
Um, a lot of us have performed in front of a crowd,
Ooh,
up on stage or stages, if I may.
uh-huh.
Um, I myself have been part of the choir since I was in grade school
Yeah.
up until university.
Oh,
And I have also been part of whatchamacallit, a rock band.
oh
I
yeah,
I was a vocalist for a rock band, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was it. What type of rock?
Um, all sorts of genre or subgenre that
Yeah.
falls under rock. We would always play that, but sometimes, some places that we do gigs at would request like out of our genre or category. So we still do those like some pop songs maybe. I don't mind.
Reminds me of the Blues Brothers movie when the Blues Brothers come up to the bar and they request them to play country music. They only know like three songs. They play them over and over again. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta read the crowd when you come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, if you're gonna be a musician or a performer, if you're in front of a lot of people, you can't really please everybody. So
no,
some people may want to hear different types of music and may request the band to do so. So sometimes if you're up to it, if your band and you as a singer is up to it, feel free to do so. That would actually mean you're going to be entertaining not just one group of people, but a lot more.
oh yeah, and you win them over really quick with something like that, and they're
Mm.
like, oh hey, yeah, they really did give it a shot. Okay, I'll listen to the rest of the stuff too. And you always
Yeah.
it's always good to spread goodwill when you're coming up in front of an audience. Have you always been
Mm.
somebody who's been comfortable with an audience?
Um, I'm actually an introvert,
Hmm?
so but when it comes to music or singing, I kind of have more what you call it, this
Mm,
kind of mentality
yeah.
where this is music. This is not an enemy. This is not something that would hurt me. This is something that would comfort me. So it's
Ah.
like a place where I can be myself, be vulnerable without, feeling unsafe or without, you know, feeling threatened or whatsoever. So
Mm,
in fact, music has helped me get through a lot of tough times in
yeah.
life, including, I'm sorry for mentioning this, but this is very vital, but
Mm,
including my mom's passing
mm,
2 years ago.
right.
So, yeah, that is also one of the factors why I got into VTubing in the first place, and why do I have this regular Saturday show called Stay Radio,
Yeah.
where I would just play songs requested or recommended by the cult members. I call my chat the cult. So, yeah.
Well, I want to talk.
So,
You've got so many
mm,
things going on here. It's
mm,
it's
sure.
really something. In the fact that me being an old radio guy and you actually using the term radio in something, I'm like, what the heck? Somebody actually likes radio. Um, so you mentioned that show and you've been a little bit in how it got about. Where did the idea come from, and what do you do on
Hmm.
that show?
Uh, I, I mean, I'm old. I've worked my share in the corporate world, and I don't like being in a corporate world, but I like the part where I, have to plan out things, like plan out projects and all
Right.
that. So,
Yeah.
before, during my pre-debut era or phase as a VTuber,
Hmm.
I was like asking myself, what will make me stand out? Because we all know. Let's not gloss over the fact that VTubing's industry is extremely oversaturated.
Mm,
So it's really hard to stand out and like uh, get your own or form your own community or your own following, right? And make yourself be quote unquote unique from
hmm.
the rest.
Right.
So I was asking myself, what can I, do to make myself a little more unique, have an edge over everyone else.
Mm,
So I thought of having like a unique content or a unique program.
yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, I love music. And well, me and my chat would fondly call me a boomer or a granny. So, because I am pretty old. So I thought to myself, I am always out of the loop of new music or
Right.
good music.
Yeah.
So I thought of putting up a radio show where people can request songs or recommend to me, like, oh, this one just came out, or this band is underrated, but they're so wonderful, yada yada. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, how about I do that? But if I just do one thing in the radio show, I don't think a lot of people would stick to it.
Hmm.
So I thought of like making some some more parts, not just the song request for the entire radio show.
Right.
The other part I thought of was inviting various small indie VTubers to come on the show, showcase their own talents as a V singer,
Hmm.
not just a VTuber,
Right.
and talk about their journey into the VTubing industry, their other passion, like maybe art or
Right.
mixing music, or editing videos, or whatever they have to offer to their audience or to the viewers of the radio show who might want to come and check them out
You know,
after the show.
it's amazing, isn't it,
So,
that the amount of variety you can do from that alone.
yeah. So I even introduced this. So we have this first part of playing songs, requested songs. The second part is inviting a variety or a lot of VTuber V singer guests, and there's this like fun little challenge wheel where there's a lot of genre of music or categories where it falls into under one category like probably jazz or a rock or country. They will have to think on their feet and think of a song that would fall under that genre or category and sing in
Oh,
front of us. So
oh, yeah, you're putting them on the spot.
yes.
Show us
But of
now.
course, I prep everyone so they have enough time to prepare before the show. I don't want them to, feel awkward
Oh yeah.
during the show. And yeah,
It
so far, great feedback from a lot of the VTuber guests who came onto the show. And every December, I aim to like do this yearly uh, ender, like year ender event where it's a culmination of all the Shea Radio guests. It's
mm,
called Superstar of Shea Radio,
oh,
where previous guests can join this online singing competition, virtual singing competition.
cool.
Uh, yeah, the first iteration of this one was last year, 2024. So
Mm,
SSR or Superstar of Shea Radio 2024 happened 13th of December last year.
yeah.
Um, the champion won $100 plus a full mix for a song cover that they want to
Ooh,
release.
excellent.
Yeah, courtesy of one of our panel of judges who does mixings um, or mixes. And also, second place won $75, third place won $50. Sponsor by me, yours truly, your indie VTuber, and now I'm broke. I'm kidding. I had to do like a little affiliate anniversary subathon a month before the event, and I used the funds for it.
Yeah,
Although I came up short, I still made it work
yeah.
for because I love music, I love the show so much, and I love supporting fellow indie VTubers.
Oh, it's
So
it's wonderful. I mean, it's brilliant. I really love the fact that you're doing this, um, and you mentioned, talking to them before and making them comfortable with it, and it is
yeah,
so important to be able
yeah,
to get through that shell and get the guest on a level playing field where they're comfortable enough, and now we get to see what they're all about.
yes,
Very,
yes. I
very
am.
important to do that.
Yeah, I have interacted with a lot of different sizes of community
Hmm.
when it comes to the VTuber guests that I invited over.
Yeah.
So it ranges from, I don't know, 100 followers up to 10K or
Hmm.
10K followers or more, being a Twitch partner or maybe a YouTube partner.
Yeah.
And it was pretty eye-opening to me that numbers really do not matter because well, it matters in some cases in some areas, probably for
And
statistics
and
and
money.
for financial
Yes.
gains.
Yes.
However, when it comes to like inviting people, it doesn't really matter because some VTubers that has a lot of following, has a huge following.
Hmm.
They are very down to earth.
Oh yeah.
They're very down to earth.
Yeah.
As opposed to some, I'm not saying all, but as opposed to some who have like, I don't know, 3 to 5K who doesn't even want to interact and would just, like ignore messages or invites and all that. But well, you do you, I guess, because
Mhm.
they probably are not interested. They probably are busy, or
Yeah.
they probably do not resonate with the project that I'm reaching out to them about.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, I mean,
anything could be the reason why.
yeah, you just gotta, I don't know, I can't tell you how many
Mm.
no's I've gotten over this year.
Mm.
The first thing I did was send out emails. I think I sent out over 100 and got one positive response. And
Mm.
they will always be a big part of the success because end up being an extremely good interview. Um, but
Mm.
the amount of talent that we're opening ourselves up to with this medium is amazing to me. Some of these folks are
Yeah.
we wouldn't have heard these guys if it weren't
Mm.
for um, VTubing in one way or another, and the fact that we get to hear them now and they get to blossom a little bit is
Mm.
is so wonderful for me to see. Um, and
Yeah.
and to get to know them a little bit. Everybody's got a different story. You've realized that with all the folks you've talked to.
Yes.
It's it's
Yes, of course.
it's just too interesting. I'm just too much of a nosy nonce, I guess. But I want to
Well,
know.
props to you.
Yeah.
Props to you for doing this entire VTuber interview show as well. Because how can small VTubers like me put out their story without you existing?
Well,
So props to you for doing this.
it's fun.
That was good.
It's fun for me too, because being an old radio guy, one thing I really enjoyed doing the most, besides pretending I was a baseball guy, was was talking to people. And over the time,
Mm.
over 35 years, I talked to a lot of people, big people, small people, in between people, and
Mm.
I missed that. And you're not going to find a more wide variety of people than VTubers,
Mm. Yes.
and
You,
people who are
a
just
VTuber can be anything in real life.
yeah, and anything here too,
Yeah,
which is a
of
big thing.
course.
So when you got started with the model and everything and put that together, was it comfortable for you to settle in behind a avatar and
Mm.
and and go through that to interact with your chat?
I don't really have like a different persona per se, because if you think about it, my model is a copy of me, one to one.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, um, my rigger, my artist and rigger is my friend in real life,
Hmm.
and I just sort of went up to her and told her, "Hey, I have this little funds I have here. So I want to stream, but I don't want to like get up every day, put on makeup, and turn on the camera just for me to game.
Oh yes.
And I have a resting bitch face in real life. Sorry for my language, but yes,
No
I
worries.
have an RBF in real life. So I don't want people to be, put off by my RBF while gaming. And as I used to play professionally for
Mm.
Dota 2 or
Whoa.
semi-professional.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's why I have this game phase on when I game. So I don't want people to like, be put off like, why does she look so serious? Why does she look like she's gonna eat people?
See,
I don't want yeah,
that's
I don't want that to be up in their face, you know?
that's funny. Playing Stardew Valley with that face. Ah, I've got to get this
Uh,
cauliflower now. That
so
it,
yeah,
so it
I
it was
told
easy for you then because it
yeah,
was kind of extension of you to start with.
yes, because I just told my friend, my rigger May May, I told May May, can you make me an avatar? I used to call it an avatar because honest, I want to be honest. I went into VTubing without a single idea what VTubing is. I just saw, I just saw an avatar on the internet. I was like, oh, looks like an anime boy playing games and making
Yep.
funny jokes. I can do that too. And then when after all this time, I realized, oh, it's called VTubing. I'm supposed to be called a VTuber. So, yeah, back to May May. I asked May May, can you make me an avatar? Because at that point, I didn't even know what I was supposed to be called. So, can you make me an avatar exactly like me in real life? You know how I dress up in real life, you
Yeah.
know what my hair color is. So,
Yeah.
what my model looks like the half black, half pink hair,
Mm-hmm.
that's literally me. I even posted like a photo of me beside my model's photo or picture
Yeah.
during World Goth Day. So they're like the responses were like, "Oh, it's the same picture."
Hey, goth
Yeah,
goth
so
is
I
coming
didn't
back,
mhm.
Pretty strong, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have any struggles when it comes to like, being behind
Yeah.
a model or a persona
Yeah.
because my model is me. I am a model. So how I treat people in the chat, like how I banter with people in the chat, or how I treat people in my own little Discord community, like trying to provide them some good insights about their lives if they need my thoughts and opinions, then or advice, and that's how I am in real life as well.
It's kind of funny that you were kind of going along. You were developing yourself alongside of VTubing,
Yes,
independent from VTubing, but
definitely.
still doing it. Now,
Yeah.
and not only that, but with what you've done with the show on Saturdays, you've just
Mm.
basically expanded and done something that no one else is really doing. I mean, this is you took the bull by the horns and ripped the horns out, and
Aw.
you've done something now. You've made your options even larger. I am absolutely stunned by the amount of things that you're able to do, and we haven't even talked like you even do fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, not anymore
well,
because I'm still doing a lot of VTubing stuff,
yeah.
but the fan fiction I've been writing has been on back burner for a while. I do have my draft though for the next chapter, so whoever is out there waiting on that chapter 4, or was it 3 or 4? I'm sorry, I'm still still working on it. Also, I'm trying to improve my artwork because hopefully someday I want to release um, a webtoon
Mm.
along with my artist friends.
Oh,
May May, my artist in rigor.
wow.
So
What?
initially, before I started VTubing, we were already planning to release a webtoon. I already wrote the story for the webtoon. We already have a mood board. We already have all the 3D assets that we need for the
Oh,
environment that we're gonna be drawing.
ah,
We already have the characters. Everything's set, but we haven't started drawing the entire webtoon just yet because me and May have been busy with a lot of different things at the moment.
yeah,
I have been doing a lot of VTubing stuff and in real life work. I
yeah,
still have a full time job
yeah. The real
while
life getting
doing
in
the
the way of things.
VTubing thing.
Yeah, you need like 20 more hours in the day.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Maybe we'll just
Yeah,
add 2 days together for you and call it one.
it is a pain, but VTubing is something that makes me happy. So
Yeah,
despite being exhausted from work, 8 hours full shift,
yeah,
I still go on to like stream and make everyone, I or try it to make everyone happy.
yeah. But you're making you happy too.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, it's very obvious in how you talk about it that this is something that's very dear to you, and the ability to
Yes.
not only just entertain people, but kind of bring them into a comfortable situation. You're
Mm,
being helpful to other VTubers by giving them the opportunity to show their talents and still entertaining the audience. You're juggling
mm.
the chainsaws. You're playing piano with one foot. It's all everything's here, and it's just the ability to do that is one thing. The want to is another. Have you always had this type of drive?
Um, Honestly, after my mom's passing, I thought to myself, I no longer have any point in existing because
Mm,
my mom was the huge driving force as to my existence.
right.
And after that, I was like, what shall I do now? I
Mm,
don't know what to do anymore.
yeah.
So I decided to tap into, my innate talents, I guess, like making art or making music, singing,
Right.
particularly. So I was like, how can people see this? How can people see my work, my artwork, or my singing if I don't have a platform?
Mm,
So that's when I uh, s- started to put two and two together. I thought to myself, oh, I like gaming.
yeah.
I want people to see my gameplay.
Mm,
And I like singing and I like doing art. How about I combine all three and do it all at once?
and then you
So yeah,
and then
I
you just
also wanted.
go ahead.
This was during the time of the pandemic.
Oh
I'm
yes.
sorry for mentioning that.
That,
You can
that-
censor that if
no,
need be,
no,
but
no,
yeah,
no. It happened.
yeah. So during that time, people are at home, don't know what to do but to just stay home and be safe. So that's when I started going back to, art, to practicing singing. I started doing vocal practices here and there again during that time, um, or vocal exercises, I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also wanted to not forget how to communicate to people because it's so, during that time it was scary not to have any human interaction with other people, you know?
It really was.
So I
Yeah.
thought, yeah. I thought to myself, I don't want to forget how to communicate and interact with people. I don't want to forget how to socialize despite, social distancing or whatever they imposed.
Right.
So I thought, how can I do this? All of these things I mentioned all at once without endangering anyone else,
Hmm.
including myself. So, yeah, I turned to online streaming
Yeah. And it
and started slowly building my community and started to, really lean into all my, talents, I guess.
yes. Well, I guess. Yeah. Plenty of talents. You got lots of talents. And now, not only weirdly enough, this has that isolation that everybody had has opened up the
Mm.
world for people.
Yeah.
Your potential
Yes.
audience is the planet, basically. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
it
so true.
may not have a billion people coming on every time, but the number of people who would be entertained by VTubers has not reached a peak, even close. Because there's a lot of people that don't know what's
Mm.
going on, but they would enjoy it. Um,
Yeah.
I just see more. It may not be the same thing in 5 years that it is now, because nothing is. But I think that there'll be more people wanting to be a part of it and wanting to um, just turn on their favorite, like they used to turn on their favorite radio station and listen to their favorite DJ.
Mm.
Now,
Yeah.
now VTubers are the new DJs because they want to see somebody hang out with the personality and watch them play whatever video game that they're playing because they like the personality. Um,
Mm.
I see a parallel with that, and I think that that's going to continue with this. Um, but you managed to innovate before you even got started with everything you've done. Uh, we're going to play a song now that you've done. How many covers have you put out officially?
I think it's about six now or
Hmm.
seven. Um, but my solo covers would be like three. The
Yeah,
rest are like collaborations with other VTubers slash V singers that I
yeah,
know of or are friends with.
yeah. We picked one. Um, Eliesczhae brought. gave me a couple of options, and I chose Passing Memories from Genshin Impact. What made you choose this song to record?
Mm. Well, uh, I did mention about my mom's passing,
Right.
and one of the games that kind of saved me from having, negative thoughts after my mom left, um, or left the world, basically, was Genshin Impact. And I wanted to honor that fact that, oh, this game meant the world to me.
Mhm.
It saved me from, the most trying times, um, the darkest times. I have had the unfortunate, um, you know,
Right.
uh,
Yeah, you
to
live.
deal with.
You've had to deal with it. You had to go through it and keep going, find a reason, and find something to grab
Mm,
onto and keep going. And
yeah, and I wanted to honor that.
mm,
I wanted to give back, basically. So, um, that time, Genshin Impact had the game itself had its like I think fourth anniversary, if I'm not mistaken.
mhm,
So I thought to myself, why not?
yeah,
Make a cover of it, and I even whatchamacallit, I even premiered this music video during my affiliate anniversary. So it was very timely. I
mm,
thank my community. I tried to thank the game with this release of the song cover, and also a way to thank my community for being there with me from start up until today.
mm.
So from the beginning up until today. So yeah.
Well, I tell you, folks, it's an excellent cover. We're going to play it right now, and to come back and talk about it a little bit more. This is Passing Memories.
流れゆくこもるような心模様夢うとかも霧の中で踏む大地を飛び越え石より音に歩み出せ君よ色とりどりの海
Well, folks, passing memories from the Genshin Impact, and Eliesczhae is with us. When you got this done, obviously we talked about it meaning a lot to you. When you finished
Yes.
this and heard it back, mixed and recorded, what struck you about it? Hearing it back.
Um, it was very sentimental. The sentimental value really was, a gentle reminder of how I got through the hardest time of my life and a few years ago, and how I started into VTubing as well, and how my community, uh, you know, was there for me
Mm.
even after the fact. So
Yeah.
they were very supportive. They were very supportive of everything that I do, including this release of mine. And when I premiered that during a special stream, during my affiliate anniversary back in November last year, um, they sent me really wonderful words of support
Mm-hmm.
and encouragement to just keep going. And they've expressed how my streams make them happy, um, cheer them up when they're down. So I thought to myself, oh, um, some people have been going through rough times, but I was able to put a smile in their faces.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's something that really struck me. So,
It feels you put a wind beneath your wings when you hear stuff like that. I mean, it's just like, oh yeah. I mean, it's fulfilling. It's almost justifying, isn't it?
yes. Yes, definitely.
Mm.
It definitely pushes me forward to, make more content for them, maybe art. Um I don't think I mentioned that I do make some free art for VTuber friends or even cult members, or the chat.
Right.
I have an art redeem on my channel, so I don't want them. I don't want them to be forced to, like, commission me and pay me for my art. But if they do, well, that's welcome. Thank you very much. But if they want to save up channel points to get a little bit of, a quick sketch for me, by all means, they can do that. And it's also one way of me giving back their support.
I am absolutely floored by you in a positive way.
Yeah, I did mention that I there's no difference between me and my model, because
Yeah,
in real life, I do what you call it. I like supporting people. I
yeah.
like helping people, and not just people, but animals too. Every
Mm.
birthday, my birthday is on the 31st of May, by the way, and I have a I
Ooh,
have a birth month, a subathon going on, and
yes.
every birthday that I celebrate online as a VTuber, um, I do a subathon, and part of the proceeds raised from the subathon, I donate to the local animal shelter.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So,
We've got 9 cats here, and 7 of them were catch and release, spay and neutered outside, and they came to our door. And yes, so we support that very much between my wife and I.
mm,
Um,
aw, that's
after
very cute. I do rescue dogs as well. In
yeah.
fact, I've rescued quite a lot, and I already have 6 dogs at home. Five now, because one unfortunately passed away
Hmm.
recently due to sickness,
Uh-huh.
and
That's tough
the
too.
the vet couldn't do anything anymore.
Right.
So
It's
this is why donating or working with the local resonates to me, because I also have a lot of rescues and dogs at home.
I can't see how anybody would root against you. I guess I'm like waving a flag over here. Yay! Like in those old Bugs Bunny
Thank
cartoons. Go, 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 go.
you.
It's refreshing and amazing to hear and talk to somebody who so much enjoys giving themselves out to other people and helping them out, and not just people but
Mm.
animals, and trying to be positive and taking the things in their life that could have just drowned you, and
Mm.
pulled through and kept going. It just, again, I've always said this, that people aren't the product of their circumstances, they're the triumph that emerges from those circumstances. And
Mm. Yeah.
you are one of those prime triumphs. Um,
Oh, thank you.
it's
Appreciate it.
an absolute pleasure talking with you. And folks, if you're not checking out what Ellie's got going on, you have to. We're gonna have all the links in the description for the video. Check out the Saturday program. Um, please support folks who are supporting other folks like this, because it does make a big difference. Um,
Yeah.
People are working to do this, and it does help if you show them, like, hey, good job. That alone makes a big difference. You got a big thumbs up for me for
Thank you so much.
what you're doing.
And yeah, do check out all my stuff. I make art, I release song covers, and I have this Shay Radio every Saturday. If you're interested to be a guest singer, please do reach out to me via Twitter if you will. And the Superstar of Shay Radio every December is exclusive to previous guests of the radio show. So please do reach out to me if anything. And just to let you in on a little secret, well,
Yes.
it's not entirely a secret now, but one of our esteemed panel of judges is actually Miss Starlight Daryl. She's been
Ooh.
working with V Shoujo, and recently her project is with Iron Mouse. So if
Ah,
you're interested, please do check me
absolutely,
out.
absolutely. Yeah, it's wonderful that you've got this success going for you, and anything I can do, heck, I don't know what I could possibly do, but anything I could do, you let me know, and we'll try to promote and keep things going for you, because this is good stuff, and talking with you
Thank you.
is wonderful stuff, and I hope we get you on again. Before we do that, before you get the December thing, we got to get you back on and promote that, okay?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Eric.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.